What's going on, Assassins? This is Dark Shard of the YouTube Assassin, and yesterday I put out a video where we were talking about New Game Plus and how it's not going to come anytime soon, and the reason for that is because of the festivals. They would rather that you partake in the festivals, and that's causing an issue with the New Game Plus. Your settlement has to be a specific level in order to actually get to partake in some of these festivals, and we found some simple solutions. On top of that, a lot of you have voiced your opinions and your thoughts, and what you guys are saying makes a lot of sense, and I have to say, this whole thing with denying us New Game Plus, it just doesn't fly at all. Now, I'm going to start off by saying that this game is so long and so extra that I highly doubt that I would play New Game Plus, honestly. In order for me to do New Game Plus, there would have to be some big, massive prize at the end. And just giving me a skin or something like that is not going to be enough for me to actually play New Game Plus. I'm sorry. Not with this game. This game is far too long. There's way too much to do. I'm OP right now. I understand that some people want to be able to play from the beginning with their OP weapons and stuff. At this point, I just would not. But for those who do want the New Game Plus, I feel for you. It's only fair. It's been in the past 2 games. Now, a couple of people have actually stated that, number one, why even have any of these events in the game? Some people don't even like the festivals. Some people say, take the festivals out. It's just going to be too much. Another thing that could be pointed out is that every time a festival comes out, it's about a month long. And it's there for longevity. It's there to make the game a little more interesting, give you a little more reason to jump in and play and whatnot. But the reality is that you don't need a month to do any of these festivals. You actually could do them in a weekend. The long weekend is coming up, and we could do it this whole weekend if we wanted to. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. For those of you who either have school or work, you got 3 days most likely off in a row. So why not do it then? You could actually do everything in a festival in 3 days, in 2 days. So you're telling me that you don't think that the game base could get their settlement to level 3 or 4 within that time frame? That's kind of crazy. I think that in a year, or excuse me, not a year, excuse me, it's going on a year this game, but in a month that it takes for a festival to fizzle out, I think it's 28 days exactly, that's how long we have these festivals for. I'm pretty sure that in the span of 2 or 3 weeks, somebody could actually get from Norway all the way to England and get their settlement to at least level 3 or 4. I'm pretty sure that can be done. If not, that says a lot about the developers, that says a lot about their confidence in the players, and that says a lot about their game. Did they just give us a ton of filler? Or was there a method to their madness? It kind of feels like an insult if we have to have the settlement at a certain level, and you don't think we could do that in 2 or 3 weeks. Depending on, how much you play, maybe that's possible, maybe that's impossible. Some people like to take a long time when they play the game. Some people like to rush through it. It all depends on your play style. But here's an even better idea. Stop with the settlement level regulations. Why don't you do that? Or turn it off for New Game Plus players. That would make things super simple. Obviously, they would need to get to England. They would need to get their settlement kind of squared away, started at least. And then after that, boom, the settlement is level 1. Let them have the festival. It's not going to be the craziest looking thing, but we really don't need a lot in the way of buildings. None of the other buildings are interacting with the festivals. You never have to go to another building and do something specific to get any bonuses or perks. I mean, recently we had to use the feast in order to, like play one of the things for the festival, but turn that off. Turn stuff like that off. It would just make it easier. This whole thing of not being able to have New Game Plus because of all the festivals, this is kind of insulting. To me, it doesn't fly. And in all honesty, what are you going to do for support after this game is done and over with? They still support Odyssey. There's still like a weekly reset. They still support Origins. They still have like the Battle of the Gods. So are you telling me that you're going to be completely done with festivals in this game? If you didn't get the items from the festivals, you'll either have to purchase them in the store, in the Helix store, or you just don't get them. You don't get those opportunities again. They won't have any other festivals. You can't rotate this out. There are games that are older than this game that are still running, that are still doing festivals and whatnot, and making rotations like that. And, if you really cared about the gamers, if you cared about the players, if you cared about the customers, then you would go with that. But, again, it's Ubisoft. The game is still not working, and we're coming up on a year. It's still not fully working, at least for some people. Some people still have not been able to complete the game. Some people still have not seen the ending. And it's really hard not to spoil it for people at this point when, they just can't get certain things done. The milk of human kindness, that keeps popping up. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think that this is just a cop-out? Do you think that they just don't know how to do New Game Plus? Or do you think that it is something to do with the festivals? What do you think the simple solution would be? Again, I don't think it flies. A lot of you don't think it flies. But as a community, let's just talk about it. Let's throw it out on the table. What do you think? I'd love to hear from you. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you all in the next one. And we're going to end this on a yah-yeet.
Yah-yeet!